Oh yeah, there's a storm coming, bub. And I'm wicked excited. We gotta get this plow ready. Jesus Christ. We're getting ready to go pick up a plow, huh, Maisie? Yeah. Oh, gonna be a long ride. Well, we got the truck going pretty good. She's been going down the road great, and we're gonna go pick ourselves up a Boss plow since I got Boss mounts on this thing. The plow I'm getting, 150 bucks. Doesn't work. He says the motor's bad, but might be more than that. Who knows?
6.5 hours later.
Well, here it is. I mean, it looks fairly solid. He said that they, during a snowstorm, it quit working, and they dropped it and got a new one, and it's been sitting here since. So, I mean, they don't look in bad shape at all. Now we gotta get it in my truck. We got our first snow the other day, and haven't had time to mess with this yet, but today I want to get it on the truck and just see what it does. Oh, that's wicked loose. Just hook power to that and this. It should make a noise. Okay. It's kind of bound up. Oh, pinchy pinch. I wonder how heavy this thing is. That ain't bad. Like this is covered. It does. Jesus Christ. So in the process of fixing this plow and making this video, I actually produced my most viewed piece of social media. Over 1.5 million views, and it's growing strong. Plow pump wouldn't work, and I couldn't figure out why, but I think it's these screens might be clogged. You never know when something's gonna go viral. Hey, that's my first piece of media over 1 million views. Kind of funny how that works. Usually when you least expect it. to Napa. Whoops, that sucker is slippery. So I think part of the reason this failed is it was full of water. This didn't have a cap on it and this was missing, and if they were plowing like that, I'm sure that these were both getting full of snow. So picked those guys up, McFarland Spring, hooked it up, get those on there, and then get it back on and mounted, and got some hoses to put on, and yeah. I think this guy we want to put on after it's in the... So this is the updated one too, by the way. It's made out of brass. I guess they came with plastic ones. MSC 05078. I'll do one more for good luck. Nothing. She's gonna come back off. She got problems. It's unfortunate. That's how it goes, though. Well, I mean, that looks fine. Am I missing something? I don't get it. Let me touch these together right here on the bench, see what happens. Did you hear it? It went choo. Maybe the motor's bad. Oh, I don't want to go through that. Looks like it got hot. It looks like it got pretty hot. Picked up a pump, burnt pump. In case the one I ordered doesn't work, we'll play with that. It is though, and I ordered 2 of them. Can't make any promises. Now I'm using full synthetic too, by the way. ATF. Well, it ain't doing anything. You guys aren't even watching. Either it's airbound or it's not even spinning the pump. So I cracked this all the way apart. These lines are loose. If this pump was engaged and spinning, you would see a bunch of fluid come out of here. Well, the pump had to come back off again for what seemed like the umpteenth time. I was really getting annoyed at this point, so I decided it was time to take the pump completely apart, make sure that none of the O-rings were damaged when it was frozen, and try to figure out why this thing was not pumping fluid. Now, I had never taken one of these apart before. There's really not a whole lot to them, but all the O-rings checked out, they looked fine, so I got it all back together. And by this point, I was for damn sure going to bench test it on the bench instead of taking the effort to put it on the plow. Projects like this really test your patience. I mean, when everything looks right, but you still can't figure out what's going wrong. Oftentimes it's one of the simplest things that just a small oversight. Pathetically, we should get some action here. We're not. Why? What is going on here? Why can't I get this to come out? Is the pump spin the wrong way? Is that what it is? Winner! So after all that, I think I figured out what's wrong. So that was the problem. I ordered the wrong pump. This one goes counterclockwise. I need one that goes clockwise. This is that burnt one that we took off. I'm just curious what it does when I touch it. Some power to it. I might end up just putting that on. Crispy. Well, even the seal's good. Wow, that's crazy. All right, let's see if this one pumps like it should. Beautiful. There we go. Under home. There we go. Why? I don't understand. They worked on the bench. What am I doing wrong here? What did I do? It's gonna be this thing. That lug came off on the inside of it. Again, it's got to come off. It worked on the bench. I mean, you guys saw it. It worked on the bench. That positive lug was loose. I remember when I was taking it off in the junkyard, it was loose. When I put it on, pretty sure I spun it around enough so that it lost contact. Now, you'd imagine now this is like the 4th time I've had this off. It'd be the 5th time, I think. I'd be getting pretty good at it and be excited to take it off because I know what I'm doing, but I'm not. I'm really getting sick of it, so. Well, we got the pump back off. Let's go ahead and attempt to figure out what's going on. Oh yeah, I see what's going on now. If you look in here, there's the lug. It spun it around and broke it clean off, so I gotta reattach that. Smells like fire. That would be cool. It does. If you guys can see in there, this tab broke off from here, so it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I need to connect that back onto there somehow. So I'm going to attempt to solder that to that nut. Doing, cutie. Pinch it together. I guess pinch and solder. I'm also gonna roll this. I'm gonna pretend like I'm soldering because the camera was shut off for some reason. So that's what we're working with right now. You can see I was able to solder a lug on there. Really, I just gotta manipulate it to go, you know, about a 1/4 inch that way. So we're gonna try doing that here with this punch. Preferably not break it, but whoop, too much. Tell me what's wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Dude, this sucker's gonna work. Hypothetically, it should work. Yep. Yes, buddy. For some reason it wasn't going up. I could get it to go side to side, but it wouldn't lift up. So I jacked the plow up so that I could run it back and forth to side to put fluid through it. Just got back from the store. Got some more synthetic ATF to put in there. Not working.
Doesn't seem to like that very much. Oh, that's why. Unplugged.
Somehow the up-down solenoid got disconnected from the wiring harness.
That might make a difference.
This makes me the first person in my family to own a plow truck. All right, winning. You know, that's pretty cool. I mean, my brother graduated Harvard, my sister's a nurse, but none of they ain't got no plow truck. Nope. I mean, my sister's got a way nicer truck than me. But it ain't pushing snow. Hell yeah. All right, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna hit it with the double whammy. I'm gonna throw some JB Quick in there, and I'm gonna hit it with a self tapper. You wanna put that back in there like shoe. Woo. Bruh, that's mint. That ain't going nowhere. Once that JB weld, I mean, that's actually not a bad 5-minute fix. I'd say about 3-inch probably. 3 by 18. Just do 2 3 by 18s. Alright, let's grind that up quick. No more holes. Hell yeah, buddy. Look at this. I'm gonna drive around with a plow on just for a little bit, just because I can. We don't got snow in the forecast for the next 10 days, but if you hit me in the front, you're getting plowed out, buddy. Yeah, buddy. It's finally happening. Look at this. You've only got like maybe 2 inches right now, but it's supposed to snow all day, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Went to bed early. It's all I could think about last night too was plowing. I mean, I've only got 2 customers, but it's exciting. guy's about 2/3 up the hill. He thinks he's getting up there. It's literally just a hazard for somebody coming down the hill now. I kind of hope he, unfortunately, kind of hope he gets into the ditch there and can't get out. Or at least gets the out of the way, so somebody coming down the hill isn't going to run into him. One thing I have noticed with this is I need some weight in the back. If I lightly touch the gas, it wants to spin out. Man, I don't even think these roads are plowed. They're not. Ever since I was a little kid, I remember being fascinated with plow trucks. I think I got to ride in them when I was like 5 or 6. And it was wicked cool. Get the stroke going and everything. My parents really couldn't afford to have a plow guy, so we always shoveled the driveway. So, I mean, I'd shoveled my driveway dozens and dozens of times. And I always remember thinking about when I get older, I'm going to get a plow truck so I can plow my parents' driveway so they don't have to shovel it. It's kind of a cool moment, though. I'm coming up on my folks' house. I'm going to plow them out. Something I've dreamed of doing since I was a real little kid. Yeah, it didn't take long.
No.
Beats snow blowing.
Sure as hell does. Especially all I got to that little one.
What are you doing? You like the snow? She's a pit husky, so I think she loves the snow. You do. Oh, there goes the plow back. Salting the roads. Salting the roads. So all in all, the 4 hoses were 130 bucks. We had a $12 fill elbow, $31 vent cap, 2 gallons of synthetic ATF was like $52. That comes out to 225. I did spend 130 on the motor and 110 on the second motor that both I didn't use because I used the burnt one. So I'm at 375 with the cost of the plow. And then when you toss in the extra $100 for the plow controller, I'm at 475. Really not bad. I made out pretty good here.